everybody. In this video, we're going to depart a bit from the usual content to talk about some behind the scenes stuff. In particular, studio lighting. So I'll be giving my honest review of the new Honeywell Smart Lighting Artist Daylight Lamp. I really got a lot to say about it. So we'll start from the beginning. All parents make sacrifices when they have kids. Mine was to turn my home studio into a playroom, so my child has lots of space to romp and create. So that means that my studio moved from a bright, beautiful, naturally lit room into this crowded, dark corner of my bedroom. So in this new space, my lighting options definitely needed an upgrade. I've tried many different lighting solutions when I'm working in the studio and recording my tutorials. They're either too bright, too warm, or too cool. And most create a lot of glare and hot spots, which make it really difficult to film and to get an accurate read on colors and values that I'm using in my work. So you can see any of my earliest tutorials for evidence of that. It's very cringy. Like, ooh. I can't even watch them. It's bad. So in addition to that, the intensity of the light can often do a number on my eyes, which leads to like eye strain, fatigue, and sometimes I even get migraines from it, which is pretty brutal. However, sometimes I do find a light that allows me to adjust brightness and warmth settings, but then the LED panel glitches out after like a year and I'm forced to buy a new one. So we can see evidence of that in this video. I'm in that same boat right now with lights that are on their way out and just not cutting it for what I need in this new space. So after lots of searching, I found something new that would help me with all of these problems. Cue the Honeywell Artist Daylight Floor Lamp. So the packaging is super secure, nothing got damaged in shipping. Like, honestly, it was really fun to unpack. Setup was super easy. There's only one screw to place in the base and that's it. A couple clicks putting things together and it's ready to go. So now for the moment of truth. We'll plug it in and check it out. Some initial observations that I had from the Artist Daylight Lamp was that it seems very well made, it's sturdy, it's clean. Aesthetically, it's many steps above what I've had in the past. I love that the base has like a pretty small footprint, but it's super heavy. So I'm not worried that it's going to tip over if I try and like adjust the light really far over my work surface. What's awesome is that light panel has this like ball joint at the top, so I can easily maneuver it and rotate it to meet my needs for wherever I need my lighting at. The touch panel took a little bit of practice to learn, but honestly it was easier than expected. I was really just pushing it thinking it was like a button that clicks, but it's a touch panel. So all you have to do is just gently tap the power button, the light slowly turns on, and it increases in intensity up to its last used setting. It also has two settings for color temperature, so there's this warmer setting that's at about like 4000K for reading, and then a neutral daylight setting at 5000K for art. So I'm actually using the warmer setting right now for this lighting. And if I want to increase or decrease the brightness, all I have to do is just hold my finger on the power button and it'll either get brighter or darker. This allows me to really see the colors accurately while I'm working and filming. I don't have to worry about longevity either with this light. The LEDs in the lamp have a lifespan of 30,000 hours. So, I mean, I could leave this thing running for like years at this point before it runs out, which is pretty awesome. What I really love about this light is that it's much easier on the eyes than what I'm used to with an art light. It's got a really low blue light output, and honestly, the best part is it is flicker free. So I'm not having little raves when I'm working. It saves me a lot of eye strain when I'm working on longer projects, which is honestly one of the biggest things that keeps me from working for a long period of time on something is my eyes just start to hurt. I've actually been using it pretty frequently just as room lighting while I'm working on my computer, like when I'm grading, when I'm editing videos. And honestly, it's so natural, it just feels like the light's coming through the window, which is really a godsend in this room because it's so dark. For real, it's like honestly impressive. North Dakota winter me is really going to thank summer me for this purchase in a few months when it's dark all the time. Beyond working in my studio, I also tried the Artist Daylight floor lamp out in my classroom too. I always struggle with glare when I'm doing painting demos. And the lighting with just the overhead fluorescent lights and my ancient document camera, it always distorts the colors. Like, we never get an accurate read on the colors. So either things are just too dark if we use only the ambient lighting in the room, or if I turn the built-in light on the document camera, it just causes this horrendous glare and a blue cast over everything. So it's so hard to see what I'm actually doing. Using the Artist Daylight lamp over my demo made an instant difference. So the glare was totally gone, and my colors appear way more vivid and accurate on the screen for my students, which is fantastic. I might just honestly need to get a second light for in my classroom. But overall, I couldn't be happier with this light, and I think it's well worth the investment. If you're in the market for a versatile daylight lamp for your creative work, you can use the link in the video description for 10% off your purchase with Honeywell Smart Lighting. So I hope this review was helpful, and as always, thanks for watching and keep creating.